Hello everyone, MUFS here to welcome you to the 144th episode of Starfield. We are stubborn though, because this is the second run. Trust me, we are stubborn. We look like human, but well, stubborns are human. We are in Aquila City, in Cheyenne, with Samco obviously as our companion. We are going to be deputized. In the last episode, we took some missions to cover and we finished those missions. They were obviously good enough. Let's get inside the rock.
Tackle the business world.
Well, we are gonna talk to Amelia or Emil. What's her name?
Well, hey there.
It's Emma.
You've got
Emma
potential.
Wilcox.
Just need to see a little more from you.
Hey Emma.
Oh, you're back. How'd it go?
Well, it was a piece of cake. The mission was a success. I'm ready to take the next step.
Good. You did what I asked, so let's go meet the marshal.
Oh,
Follow me.
I'll have to get up. Sure. I thought we were gonna...
Welcome to the Rock, I guess.
We're headquartered in the upper floors of the Rock, but we also have remote stations throughout Freestar collective space. Helps us to identify and respond to threats more quickly.
Sure.
There are less than a dozen rangers in all, and we operate with limited resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job, your eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your badge and your sidearm.
Sure. So as I was saying, we are gonna be doing some mission with that guy. Hey.
Marshal?
Emma! I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Seems capable enough, and we could use the help.
All right, then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you.
Sure.
I've got just one question. Do you pledge to defend the people of the Freestar Collective, even if it means risking your own life?
Risk my life? Just how dangerous is this job?
You've already had a glimpse of what we deal with. I'm not going to lie to you. It can get a lot more dangerous than what you've seen. So what's your answer? You up for this?
I guess so.
Not good enough. You need to be sure about this. Now, what's it going to be? You ready to carry a badge?
I guess so.
Not good enough. You need to be sure about this. Now, what's it going to be? You ready to carry a badge?
I guess so. No, just kidding. Absolutely, Marshal.
Good. Here, take these. You're now a Freestar Ranger deputy. I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field training. Listen good to what she tells you. Welcome aboard, deputy.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The Rangers ain't a bad outfit, and they're lucky to have you.
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but there's work to do. We got word from a farmer on Montera Luna. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in danger.
Do we know anything about this farmer?
Just the name. Michaela Wagner. There have been Wagoners on Montera Luna for a long time, and I'm sure they're proud of that heritage.
What can you tell me about Montera Luna?
Well, it's a moon that orbits Montera. It's got a breathable atmosphere, warm climate, and good soil for growing.
Sounds simple enough.
Well, Most things do at the start. Doesn't mean they stay that way. That being said, best not to assume anything. Just try to keep an open mind. Grab any supplies you might need, and let's get going.
Sure.
Pay attention to what Ranger Wilcox tells you.
Sure. Thank you, Marshal. Sam, let's go. We could have gone directly, can't we?
I feel for the folk in the stretch.
Let's do that. Let's travel to Wagoner Farm.
Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband.
Sure. There's no contraband with me.
And that's it. You're cleared to land.
Just scan and then land.
All clear. Time to land this ship.
Okay, let's exit the ship. Okay. Let's go.
Over here!
Where's Wilcox?
The Freestar Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
Glad to meet you,
I'm
ma'am.
Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to help. Now, tell us what happened.
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They looked like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such.
Really?
They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left.
You say they look like soldiers, ma'am?
That's right. The uniforms looked like the ones worn by Freestar soldiers back during the war. They had a certain steel in their eyes. Like men who were used to violence. I was in fear for my life.
Any reason why someone might want this farm in particular?
Nothing I can think of, no. Truth is, we're in some hard times here. The last harvest was the worst we've had in a long time. Besides, it ain't like there's a lack of available land around here.
How many men were there?
There were 4, but when they were walking away, I heard them talking like there were others. Maybe there's more out there.
If they're planning to come back, they must be somewhere nearby.
Back behind the house, there's some canyons. They went that way. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. But there must be more of them coming.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp.
Thank you, ma'am.
Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to hide their tracks. Now, let's go and check out those canyons.
Let's move quick and steady.
Yep.
Heads on a swivel.
Several pairs of boot tracks lead into the canyon ahead.
Boot tracks. Several pairs by the look. Not too old either. Let's head down into the canyon and see if we can find more. Quiet out here. Nice change of pace.
Oh, a bit of a hair trigger there. Sidelines here are terrible. Anything could be ahead, or behind for that matter.
Oh, I grew up on a farm. Back when I was a kid, I used to love exploring and making maps. These canyons would have kept me busy for months. I'd have looked into every nook and cranny.
We're clear, right?
Time to open up.
Goes left. Come out, wherever you are. The boot tracks turn right along the canyon floor.
Good eye, Deputy. Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I?
Keep your eyes open.
How do I find these men?
We need to check the canyons behind the Wagoner farm. If they were dressed like soldiers, they probably had boots on. That means we're looking for boot tracks.
What did you make of Miss Wagner's story?
It seems strange that a group of soldiers would try to run a farmer off a struggling farm. We just need to find these men and ask them very politely to explain what they're up to.
Why would soldiers be out here?
Beats the hell out of me. Can't imagine any reason for the Freestar militia to be on Montero Luna. Of course, the fact that they look like soldiers doesn't necessarily mean they are.
Sure.
See you.
Can't give her any weapons.
Well, they don't need it.
I don't need nutrients.
Tough break, farmer.
Watch it!
Hopefully whatever got them doesn't get us.
I thought so.
Got a situation here!
I know. Everything is under control. Come on. Where are you throwing? No. I wanted to reload my gun. Come on. I was too busy looking at.
Look out!
The tracks turn left.
They definitely passed this way. Let's just hope they're... Grab some cover!
Damn! It'll take more than that! Oh, did you get it? Whatever it was.
It was just traps over here.
Nice to get out under the sky for a spell. Being a mother means I don't get as much field work as I used to.
hit in the head.
Don't be so what dramatic. Sam, you are better than this. There is some pack Octamagot up ahead. The tracks veer slightly left.
You're a natural tracker.
Yeah, I can see that. The tracks I could see. I mean,
Look out!
the tracks continue further into the ravine.
You smell that? I'd bet my badge that's wood smoke from a campfire. They're close.
Fun times ahead. Stay frosty.
Gotta keep the marshal tied up for a while.
Wait. You mean that whole thing was a setup to keep the Rangers distracted?
That don't concern you. If the Rangers get in our way, then they get what they deserve. That's all you need to know. Now quit complaining and get back to your post.
I'm here.
We're gonna have some fun.
Well now, look who's here.
Do you know me?
Ms. Wagner called in the cavalry. Except it ain't much of a cavalry. I suggest you turn around and walk away while you still can.
A firefight here could get messy. Some good old-fashioned talking might be the ticket.
Sure. Who are you?
Don't recognize the uniforms.
Nope.
Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's like the Major said, everyone's conveniently forgotten. Forgotten our sacrifice. Forgotten how we were betrayed. We'll make them all remember soon enough. I promise you that.
What do you want with Wagner firm?
Oh, it ain't exactly the farm that's special. But that ain't none of your business.
I'm not going anywhere. Not until I get some answers.
You think you're in a position to make demands.
Of course.
Well, I've got news for you. All you're getting from me is a shallow grave. So, got any last words I should try to remember?
This doesn't need to get violent.
Oh, I think it does.
I don't know about you. No one's gonna believe me if I tell them to do that.
I warned you.
Never wise to be in my way.
Where are you?
You're outmatched!
Why are you running? Come on.
Hey,
Hard target is 155. I'll take that.
that was a lot rougher than I expected. Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Are you okay?
What do you guys make of these guys?
No way they're common thugs or hired muscle. The weapons, the training, the steel nerves. No, these guys were professionals. That badge with the number 1, I feel like I've seen that before, but it was a long time ago.
Is this a normal day's work for a ranger?
Not usually. Most of the bad guys we run into are smart enough to stand down when they see the badge.
Yeah, I'm good. Not my first firefight.
Really? Guess you've led a pretty exciting life. Maybe the less I know about that, the better.
Sure.
Let's search the area. Maybe we can find something that explains what these guys were up to.
What are we looking for exactly?
Hopefully, we can find something that explains who these guys were and why they were after the Wagoner farm.
I'll see what I can find.
Likewise.
Okay, let's see.
And scanning we go.
This guy was doing a shooting in the range. In this shooting range. Let's see what else can we find. Grunt issue. Ballistic weapons
If you're
permanently
too
do
tired to
an
pick up those
additional
valuables, I will
5%.
happily help you out.
Shush, shush, shush.
I know, what a guy, right?
Ballistic weapons permanently do an additional 5% more critical damage. Let's see. Nope, I don't need that. Grendel, nope. How is Grendel superior to... Exactly. It was showing 17 is also... Okay, let me check once again. Oh, I understand. I understand. This is better than the... Better than this one, right? Okay. Where are the other two? I definitely shot them over here. Okay. I'll take that, negotiator, take that, credits, jobs done. Okay. So let's check out the place first, then I'm gonna talk to Emma. Is there anything else? Oh, okay, we are. Astra. Bolstering. Nope. Thank you. Frag grenade. Gold. I'll take that. I don't need bolstering.
Jackpot. Yes.
What? That one jackpot? No, Sam, not really. Am I leaving marks? Nope. Surprisingly, I am not leaving any marks. Okay, that's a ship. Well, I knew there's a ship. It's inaccessible though. That is the ship they took from this toll. It's inaccessible. So where is Emma? Emma! Oh, I'll have to read it. Job's done. My contact on the inside came through, and I've got your ship. Grabbed it right out of the factory. How embarrassing for HOTAS. I'll drop it off at the agreed upon location once the credits are in my account. If you need any other ships jacked, let me know. I'm always looking for work. Emma! Emma?
Let's have a look around.
I...
Find anything interesting?
Of course. Take a look at this.
Let's see what we have here. Interesting. So, their ship was stolen from the HOTAS factory.
Yep.
Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm bad. Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagoner know that she's safe. For now.
Nothing else. over here. This is the way we came in. So let's go. In the first run, OMG, we had a tough time going back. I hit the wrong road and I didn't know how to turn on the flashlight, and also the sky was not lit like tonight. It was pitch black, and well, I was unable to find my way. I went through man, oh man, you should see that. What is that? This nickel. We have oh, how did I miss you? Are we going the right way? I don't think so. This is where we came through over there. That is the road we came through. Yep. Or no. Whatever, anyway. We are very close. And I didn't have my boost pack training though at that time, and we came through there. I didn't have my boost pack training and it was so messy. So messy. It's very, very first episodes. I mean, early episodes. I was so naive. No, we did not come through here though. This wasn't the. And I came to the wrong road once again. Cannot. Okay, where are you, ma'am? She is where? Upstairs. Excuse me, ma'am.
What happened? Did you find those men?
They won't be troubling you again.
I'd always heard the Freestar Rangers were dependable, and now I've seen it firsthand. So who were they? And why do they want my farm?
Know anything about a stolen HOTAS starship?
HOTAS? The cargo ship company? Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
We have a lead, but it is still too early to say.
They say the Rangers always get their man, so to speak. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I can't thank you enough. I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long.
Just doing our job, or gratitude's good, but credits are better.
Excuse me, trainee, but we do not try to extort credits from the people we're protecting. If you have any more...
Sure. But I'm a bad guy over here, come on. what do you expect? Okay, let's go directly to Aquila City. Let's land over here.
Hope no one recognizes me here.
But they do. They do recognize you.
Never ever go outside the city wall. Not as bad as everyone says.
Okay, here we are inside the rock. Let's see. We have to go on
Hey,
the
deputy.
upper floor. Hey, Helga.
The mayor's all right. All his payments.
These rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of anything.
Should I let them come?
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done.
Shall we celebrate with a drink?
You did good, but a celebration might be a little premature.
Okay. There are still some unanswered questions.
I agree. Until we see the whole picture, we won't know if Miss Wagner is truly safe. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm?
They were tough and well-armed, probably mercenaries.
If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm?
They hired someone to steal a ship from Hope Tech.
Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. They also said something about being forgotten. They seemed bitter about it, resentful. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? Any of that sound familiar?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago, after the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway.
What happened at the Battle of Nera?
The 1st Cavalry lost almost all their mechs and soldiers in a big push to take a United Colonies base. They were just about there when a ceasefire order came down. Both sides had just lost too much by then. It was a bloodbath. The commanding officer of the 1st disobeyed the order. He didn't want the lives of his soldiers to be sacrificed for nothing. They court-martialed him, and the rest of the surviving officers, and locked them all up.
Could those men be veterans from the 1st Cavalry?
I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was.
What was the Colony War?
The war between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective? Worst conflict the settled systems has ever seen. Each side unleashed terrible weapons on the other. And countless people died. The armistice was signed 20 years ago. But a lot of folks still bear their scars.
That still doesn't explain why they'd want Wagner from.
No, it doesn't. Just raises more questions. It's a good bet that starship thief can help us get some answers. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to.
What can you tell me about Ron Hope?
Proud, stubborn, and smart. A self-made man. He built Hope Tech through blood, sweat, and sheer willpower.
The Council of Governors?
The ruling body that oversees the Freestar Collective and the Rangers. The council members are the political and corporate elite of the Freestar Collective, so we have to tread lightly when we're dealing with them.
Okay, I'll do what I have to do.
Normally, I'd praise that kind of dedication, but you need to maintain a sense of perspective here. Our authority and our power comes from the Council of Governors. Remember that. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montera Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Sure. So, this is where we ended that very episode. Thank you. This is where we ended that episode in the first run. But this time we are gonna continue. Let's go in Polvo's orbit.
Mayday! This is Freestar Ranger Nia Kalu. If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. Scan complete. You're clear to land.
Docking at 90%.
Board the...
95%.
It was already done. What are you talking about? That is too slow, man. Okay. Let's check out this ship. Is that underneath? Nothing. Okay. Let's... Come on. Downstairs. Can I? Okay, it is not stealing, so I'm gonna take these. Okay, Nia Kalu.
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship.
I'm Ranger Deputy MUFS. Just signed up.
Welcome aboard, Deputy. Sorry if I can't give you the grand tour just yet. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs.
What do you need me to do?
Repair my ship? Please.
How about some credits for my trouble?
You seriously trying to fleece me for credits? At a time like this? You've got a lot to learn about what it means to carry a badge, Deputy.
Nia's right. Rangers are the law, and need to wear the badge with honor. I'm serious.
I took care of it, and now you owe me a favor.
Don't need to ask for that, I'd have helped you anyway. Since you're new, here's a lesson for you. Rangers look out for each other. Always.
Next time, bring some backup.
You've probably noticed by now, but the Freestar Rangers ain't exactly an army. Most of the time, we're on our own. Now let's talk about those outlaw ships. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen.
What can you tell me about those ships?
Light armaments, not too fast. Pilots are gifted amateurs, but still amateurs. You'll be outnumbered, but they'll be damaged, which should even things up for you.
Just tell me where they were headed, and I'll handle it.
They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
Sure. Let's, Did we get Captain's locker? Yep, we did. Let's go.
Ship's detached. We're clear.
Okay, I need you over here. Okay.
Dad, do you think Solomon Coe would have liked me?
Sure. Everybody likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon Coe would have given me a good whooping. But I think he would have liked the man I grew into.
We don't take prisoners.
Neither do I.
Their shields have been knocked down. Excellent work. Target's grab drive has been knocked offline. The enemy's grab drive has been disabled.
Yeah, we're done. Didn't have anything? How come? Exactly. Now you're talking. Let's find this one. Miatha. Scan it. Now we can head towards Polvo. Back again.
Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband.
I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time.
All right, we're done.
Okay, let's scan and let's get inside Hopetown. Come on.
Landing gear. Set. Thrusters. Set. Landing site. Clear.
time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
Sure.
You know, traveling with you has been something else. But the best part is when we're charting course for the next jump. I never feel at home planetside. How about you?
Let's flirt. I like anywhere as long as I'm with you.
Now that's the right answer there.
Yeah.
See, the people I don't get are the ones who never go anywhere.
Cheeky guy.
They stay in their own hometown, they just live and die there. There's a whole galaxy full of wonder and things you could never imagine. How can they be satisfied with one tiny sliver of it?
Well, the cheeky guy says, right? If they only knew what they're missing.
I mean, right?
Right.
I think everyone should at least get out once. Go someplace, meet people. Get out of your comfort zone so you can really see that the worlds are more than just little issues and bickering. There's a mess of ugly out there, but my God, there's grandeur too.
If they don't come, it leaves more of the galaxy for the two of us.
Never thought of it that way. I want to be the code that finds something deep out there. Solomon got us here in a big way. I'd like to discover something that moves people. Makes them feel just a bit of what I feel when I jump systems. Not knowing what's next.
Let's flirt again. I could listen to you talk like that for hours, handsome.
Then you are a glutton for punishment. But I do love the way you listen. Yeah, it's funny, as much as Jacob, my dad, cashes in on the family name, he's got no adventure in him. And I get it. It's dangerous, sometimes scary out there. But that's what exploration is. Going off the map and seeing if there truly be dragons.
Jacob has none of that co-family spirit in him then?
Not one drop. He's always been about making deals, keeping goods moving. Despite his many, many flaws, I think deep down, he is trying to do good for Aquila City. But if you're gonna be name-dropping Solomon all the damn time, you should act a little more like him.
Here's to discovery, Sam.
I couldn't ask for better company.
A flirty one, right? Who's been flirting with you? Cheeky. Anyway, there's a Fahim. We are not gonna do Fahim's mission over here.
Ron hopes the best thing to happen.
And
I don't want to hear it.
Excuse me.
No,
Excuse me.
no.
A little desperate here.
Not at all. Mech shit. We have better mech shit.
Until Ron Hope came here.
So let's
Keep an eye on
get
your
inside.
valuables. If you can't protect your own.
Hey.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust?
First things first. How are you feeling?
I can walk, talk, and breathe without too much pain. That's good enough for me.
No trouble at all.
Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free.
Nobody from Hope Tech reported that starship theft?
No, and I can't get answers as to why not. I'm sure Mr. Hope has his reasons.
Let's meet with Ron Hope.
His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
We'd be dust, except for the fact.
Trucks in space. Their motto always cracks me up.
Yeah.
Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up.
Yeah,
I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
I'll try. But I'm the bad guy over here in this run, so don't expect me
All
to...
the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
Yeah, right. So, I'm gonna be the bad guy over here in this run, so please don't judge. Please, everyone. No judging over here, okay? I told you that this run is gonna be a bad one.
As for parts, we can try
if you want to see me
do a contract
be the
with
good guy,
scavengers maybe, but
I'll
that's a
watch
decision that's
the
gotta be
first
made
run
upstairs.
and
Talk to Elaine about this scavenge.
and
It's
in
not
the
a
next
bad
third
idea,
run we'll see what we
provided
can
you get
do.
a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now,
There is
the
this book.
Freestar Rangers.
You should
At
take.
last! Ah, damn. Good to see you, Mia.
Can I sit?
I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Freestar Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
Can't I talk to you while sitting? Guess I can't. So, run home.
I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory.
Is it?
Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
The person behind this will face justice, and sooner than he expects.
That's the spirit. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors.
I'm aware of your position.
Then I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
Not yet. That's why I'm here.
Perhaps I expected too much. You are just a deputy, after all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can.
Why didn't anyone report the theft?
Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist.
The thief had inside help. Know anything about that?
What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know.
Would you? Did anyone see the thief?
We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen.
Was there anything unique about the stolen ship?
No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HOTAS cargo hauler. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HOTAS builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems.
Right.
You can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes.
Sure. I think we're done here.
Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HOTAS for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
You've got a reputation for looking after your own, Mr. Hope. I'm sure the deputy here will keep that in mind.
Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I've worked hard to make sure that everyone here is well cared for.
I understand your position.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm
Hope
sorry
so.
to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work.
Sure.
Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Of course.
Off-worlders.
Why repair Niakalu's ship is still over here? Niakalu, come on. What? Are you gonna talk in front of that guy? Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. We didn't have much time. You're gonna talk in front of him, aren't you? You want me to talk in front of him? I ain't gonna do that. Come on. Let's go outside the room. Nia!
Just keep it holstered. We'll get along fine.
Yeah, you wanna talk over here? Let's talk.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
This was a waste of time.
Not completely. You've still got a lead worth following.
Cosette.
So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place.
Standing idle, and we can use help.
How is Neon different?
Well, we could talk for an hour about that. The short version would be that crime, law, and justice don't exactly mean the same things there. The badge doesn't carry the same weight on Neon, so you might have to get creative.
But
what can you tell me about Ranger Price?
my people?
He's what I'd call a pragmatist. He sees things for what they are. He's also well connected, which means a lot on Neon. You should listen to what he tells you. It'll keep you out of trouble.
Jalen Price. Got it.
He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there.
What's next for you?
I'll be taking it easy for a couple of days. Need time to heal up. Then, I need to get back up there and keep an eye out for more pirates. I'm hoping to track one of their ships so I can find their hideout. Guess we could both use a little luck, huh?
Keep your eyes and ears open. I'm not sure we got the whole story here.
Yeah, the question of who helped the starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. I'll keep an ear to the ground. You be careful in Neon.
Sure. So we are out of time, right? Let's end the episode over here. So that's it for this episode. If you're not a sub, please consider subscribing because that's my fuel. And while you subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you like the video, you can press the thumbs up button, and if you did not, well, you can press the thumbs down button, but let's just say I'm gonna urge you not to do that. I hope to see you guys in the next episode because we are going to go in Neon and find who the thief is, who did the stealing of the Hope Tech ship. I really hope to see you guys there. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye-bye. MUFS signing off.